Hey, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OB Sports Talk Show. I am your host, Obi. Yes, you are listening to the OB Sports Talk Show. I am your host, Obi. We're going to talk a little Cavs here a little bit, then we'll get my March Madness, and we will touch a little bit on the Indians as baseball season is approaching. The Cavs are really rocking and rolling. They're down to about 11 games they need to win to make the get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And they have really been looking good of late. So just as long as they can keep going, and I think they will, I think they'll be fine. LeBron James is really stepping up, and he's probably going to wrap up another MVP award. It should be a unanimous choice. Antoine Jameson is filling in very nicely now, and Zydrunas Ilgauskas should be back soon. They may limit minutes for J.J. Hickson and Leon Poe, and it might be the end of Darnell Jackson, which you hate to see that as well. But it would be good to have Z back. I know a lot of these guys have missed Z, and I know he'll be glad to be back with this team. And he definitely will help a little bit while we're without Shaquille O'Neal, who I think will be back by the first round of the playoffs. I think he'll be back before that. The Cavs are really doing a very nice job here of late, and I just want to say, good job, Cavs. Keep up the good work. Keep on fighting. Don't give up. You know, you got a tough road ahead yet. So let's keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. March Madness is fastly approaching us. It's that time of year where everybody scratches their head trying to figure out who's got the perfect bracket. I mean, it's one of the hardest things to do is to pick the perfect bracket. But this year, I think I did a really nice job with mine. I'm just going to give you a rundown. I really wanted to take Ohio State all the way. I really did. I think they're good. They're that good, and I have a lot of faith in Evan Turner. I just couldn't do it, though. I got them losing to Kansas in the Elite Eight. My Final Four consists of Kansas, Kansas State, Kentucky, and Villanova. I have Kansas and Kentucky in the finals, and Kansas winning it all. I think I picked like 68 to 59 or something like that as a score. That was what I predicted for the score to be. But I think Kansas is too much for everybody. I think Kansas is going to roll. I see them only having 2 trap games. Michigan State and Ohio State. Maryland, maybe if Michigan State loses in Maryland, but like I said, I think I got the perfect bracket this year. Kentucky and West Virginia, that is a intriguing matchup, and a lot of people might pick West Virginia over Kentucky, but I'm going Kentucky. And Duke is the one that a lot of people might have over Villanova or over Notre Dame, vice versa, but I have Villanova taking out Notre Dame and taking out Duke and getting the Final Four. Losing to Kentucky. It may be a stretch for me to take those Kentucky and Kansas. It may not be a stretch for Kansas because Kansas probably is the best team overall. I like to see Ohio State upset them. Yes, I'm not going to lie. But as for picking Ohio State to win, as much as I wanted to, like I said, I just could not do it. It was very, very hard to even try to do that one. And as much as my gut wanted me to, I just could not bring myself to do it. Baseball season has begun. Spring trade is underway. And, you know, Indians, so far in spring training, I know spring training doesn't mean a whole lot because you're not really stretching guys out, but they have been looking pretty good. I haven't got a chance to watch any of their games yet, but by just looking at the stats, it looks like we'll go as far as our starting pitching. Obviously, our starting pitching has to be our strongest asset because that's basically what the other teams in our division have is pitching for us to win the division this year and even advance in the playoffs. Obviously, some of the elite teams have very good solid pitching. The Indians pitching staff we don't know a whole lot about right now. You know, we don't know what kind of factors Jake Westbrook's going to have, which Carmona is going to show up, which Justin Masterson. I think if our starting pitching can keep us in the ball games and pitch long innings instead of getting early exits and stuff like that, I think our bullpen will follow in pretty good shape, pretty good form, and pretty good shape. Our offense will be there at times, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Indians will not win the division, but they will win the wild card. They may not win the division this year, but they will win the wild card. I'm going to pick the Indians to win the wild card. I just think with this offense we have Grady Sizemore, Chu, Hafner, Cabrera, Peralta. As much as I hate Peralta, I think he is going to put up good numbers this year. I think the Indians are going to surprise people. I really do. That's what I predicted. I predict the Indians will finish with the wild card. They will have like 85 wins, and they will win the wild card. They will sneak out the wild card. The next Stove report will be the Mets, and I will do some research on that one to give you the take on the Mets, followed by the Reds, followed by Detroit. I will do Detroit. Yeah, I will do the Tigers as well. And I will squeeze them in there as well. To close, I'd just like to say go Cavs, and good luck to the Ohio State Buckeyes in their March Madness run. Hopefully they can get pretty far and surprise everybody, and hopefully the Cavs can continue to get it done. And as always, this is Obi on the Sports Talk Radio Show. Excuse me, not radio show, Obi Sports Talk Show. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.